Shut up and sit down.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the KF Podcast YouTube edition for... Well, we don't put the date on this one.
No, we just go
thinking,
right into it.
I'm thinking of the weekly review.
Just dive into it.
Anyway, this YouTube edition, top 5 things we hate about winter.
Yes.
If you just stumbled across this on YouTube or anywhere else on the internet, check us out at kfpodcast.com and all other social media sites at the KF Podcast. And check out our weekly Pop Culture Week in Review. Weekly Pop Culture Week in Review.
Yeah.
Over on SoundCloud, Stitcher, iTunes, Google Play. Are we on Google Play?
Yeah, probably.
Wherever
you get your favorite podcast.
Yeah, favorite podcasting app at the KF Podcast. And we do weekly show. 2 weekly shows, Pop Culture Week in Review and a wrestling show.
That's right.
So go over, check us out. Share it with your friends.
We review the shit out of the week.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wrestling, pop
Now, do we have to
culture,
swear
anything.
just so that people know this isn't for kids?
Yeah, this isn't meant for children.
Yeah.
So don't fucking
Because what did that for it in there? Just so we don't get in
the
trouble
obligatory COPA.
and a $42,000 fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, that turns into a witch hunt.
But I digress. That's for another.
That's all right.
Yeah, we could talk about that
All right.
sometime.
Top 5 things we hate about winter.
Yes. Should we
None
do?
of these things are related to... None of mine have anything to do with kids, really, so we should be good.
So are we just gonna do like 5 and kind of go around, or we want to do all 3? What do you want to do? Are all 3 of them?
We'll take turns, because people get tired of listening to me for 5 things.
Then let's start with number 5. Rock.
My arthritic joint pain.
It's a good one. I can understand hating that about winter.
Summer, fine. Spring, fine. Fall, pretty much fine. As soon as it gets to below freezing, forget it. My knees are shot. It sounds like I'm walking around on potato chips all the time. It's horrible.
Crunch.
Last night I changed the sheet on Hope's mattress. Hope's mattress weighs maybe 5 pounds. I twisted to put that in. I went down to one knee because my one knee just gave out. And I couldn't walk the rest of the night.
Jeez.
It was horrible.
And you're not even 40 yet.
No, but I have terrible knees. I've hurt them both so many times. And I was told at 18 that I needed a knee replacement, but to put it off as long as possible because they only last like 20 years or so. So
Looks like you're getting knee replacement this
maybe
year.
I'll get one for Christmas or something. But that's my number 5.
All right.
Joint pain.
My number 5 is that it gets dark out so early.
That's a good one.
I hate that. I hate that it's like dark by 5 o'clock. It's depressing as shit.
Yep.
You sometimes wake up, it's dark. You go to work, you come back, it's dark. It's dark all the time.
Yeah.
And by 7 o'clock, it feels like it's midnight.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like if you have
Can't see
people over
hand
your
from
house,
face.
people are like, "Oh, I gotta go home. It's so late." I'm like, "It's 6:30." Like, no, it's so late though. Like, no, it's
true.
not. Because in the summer, you can hang out to someone's house like 9 o'clock at night, and they're like, "Oh, it's starting to get dark. I might as well go home." Like it's 9:30.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
I wanted you to leave an hour ago.
That's why we're on the return though. We're it's every day. It's getting a little more building towards summer.
Yep.
But I hate it. I hate how dark it is.
I love working the only time the sun is out during the day.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
You should reverse it. Everyone works at night.
I'll be down with it.
My number 5 is snow and ice removal.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
That should be way higher, but removal of it.
I hate. In snow, I don't necessarily care. It's ice. Ice.
Where do you
drives
think
me nuts.
snow's going to wind up on mine?
Oh, number 1. I guarantee that's number 1.
Snow's not even on my list. Mine's all health.
No, and again, it's not. I don't mind snow. In fact, that's kind of part of one of my other ones. But I hate like shoveling and
it's a pain in the ass.
and salt. Again, it's mostly ice.
Now that you have a driveway you have to take care of. Because your old house, you had a driveway that was like 4 feet. It didn't really
I never
matter.
have to do anything.
I still have quattro all-wheel drive.
Yeah, but you got to like get your mother out of there and be careful.
I have a snowblower. That's why I don't really mind removing snow for the most part. It's just the ice that drives me crazy.
Yeah, it's a pain in the ass. I have nonstop maintenance on that driveway out there.
Well, your driveway is a ridiculous hill.
Yeah, it's just all the time. All the time.
I'm always afraid I'm going to wipe out in your driveway when there's any kind of snow or ice on it.
It got the look of it could kill him.
Yeah. Wait, I did that on the way in today.
Why do you think I always go out and have to shovel the sidewalk and salt the sidewalk? Because these people jog here now, even in the winter. I should have put that on it. People jog in the winter. It's going to be we're going to get that
honorable
at the end. Honorable mention. But they run by. I'm like, I don't want them to slip in front of my house.
Yeah.
So I have to go out there and shovel it, salt it. Like it ain't happening in front of this place.
Yeah.
All right. So that was your number 5.
That's my number 5.
All right. Number 4. Rock.
There's no cool new entertainment in the winter.
It's true.
It's all boring, bland. There's no superhero movies typically. If they are, they're like the third stringers, like New Mutants.
Yeah.
And then they don't even come out in the winter. It's like late February.
Didn't we get Black Panther in February at one time?
Yeah, February with Deadpool was 1 and 2 were both February.
Yeah, but most of the winter shit.
Yeah. Unless there's a Star Wars movie in December.
That's about it.
But technically, that's not even winter yet because winter is December 21st.
True. Just like March 21st, the first day of spring, which is a crock of shit.
That's when winter's just getting cooked up here.
Yeah,
seriously.
March 21st hits, and you're like, first day of spring, and you walk outside, and it's just, we're getting 9 inches today.
We're just getting started.
Like, you lied to me!
Damn, Groundhog's a liar.
So, just like summer doesn't start in June 22nd or whatever either, because it's rained the entire month of June. Let's do a whole
we
show
don't
about
really
weather.
get summer anymore.
Yeah, that's true. All right, my number 4 is that in the middle of winter, my insurance deductible resets at January, first of the year.
Yeah.
I hate that. Because at the end of the year, I'm buying medicine like a big spender. Oh, 99 cents for that prescription? Oh, free? Oh, 5 cents? Everything's just fine. Going to every kind of appointment, get it all in. Anything you can do. Beginning of the year, then it's, you want your asthma inhaler? That'll be $65. You're like, what? This was $3 3 days ago, and now it's $65.
Yep.
Every little thing you go to, it's called just rape you in the ass for the next 3 or 4 months. Everything that you're gonna get, I hate.
Once again, not child friendly.
I hate it. I hate insurance deductible reset. I don't look forward to it. What's your number 4?
My number 4 is grocery stores being emptied at the mere mention of a possible storm.
It's ridiculous.
The city, I don't think Pittsburgh could ever get enough snow that the whole city would just shut
But
down.
They have to fearmonger everybody.
And you couldn't get out to get things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like, most people here would have some way to get to a store.
Yeah.
They either own a truck or SUV or van or know someone that does, that if it got so bad, someone could help.
Or how bare is your fridge? That
serious.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, now I have been guilty, not of this at bad, but like knowing that, like, okay, we're going to get a shit ton of snow on Saturday. Friday, I'll go to the grocery store and get, like, what we're going to make for the weekend or whatever. You know what I mean?
It's
like,
part of the problem.
But I'm not, like, buying all this water and toilet paper and stocking up like we're going to be dead. I'm just like, I'm going to get some chicken nuggets for tomorrow night.
I hate it when you go to the store and shelves are just empty.
Yeah.
Drives me
happens.
crazy.
But that's the news. The news has nothing to do, so they have to scare everybody.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
like this past weekend. Oh, it's going to be 5 to 6 inches of snow. Dies like, I don't want you to go to work. I'm like, it's fine.
Yeah.
Just a dusting. But nobody came out.
Yeah.
Nobody left.
yeah, because they scared everybody.
Because
they always give it like names. You know,
Yeah.
the storm is coming. The big weekend freeze. And you're like, oh no, it's gonna happen over the big weekend freeze, and then nothing happened.
Uh-huh.
All right, what was that? Your number?
Number 4, Brock.
That's
Number
4.
3.
Number 3.
Terrible, scared drivers.
You mean me?
Yes, you. I followed a guy, going back to last Saturday, there was maybe a dusting of snow. Anytime a car came from the other direction, he would stop and pull off the side of the road. Meanwhile, I'm struggling to get up these hills and stuff because I take some pretty windy roads to get out here. Windy, hilly roads, and you have to get some momentum if there's snow covered. But nope, I kept sliding all over the place because the idiot in front of me was so terrified that he was going to get hit by somebody coming from the opposite lane. They're more of a hazard than people driving recklessly in the snow.
Stay off the road.
Exactly. If you're that terrified,
I stay off the road.
home.
For sure. All right. My number 3 is weathermen. I hate every single person that's a weatherman or a meteorologist this time of the year because they don't know what they're talking about. Someone told me the other day, weathermen can only predict within really 3 hours. Well, then that's all it should be. Don't give me a 7-day forecast or a 10-day forecast or 5 days plus 2 like KDKA does. Just give me the 3-hour forecast. That's all. Every 3 hours, come back on the news and give me the next 3-hour forecast because they're always wrong. And now they come up with new names for shit just because they don't realize a storm was coming. Like we had a couple weeks ago. They were like, oh, going to be cloudy tomorrow. Then they were like, emergency alert, there's a snow squall. What the fuck is a snow squall? There's a squall all of a sudden. No one knew about it. It wasn't in any weather report. And then we must have got 3 inches of snow because of this snow squall that just popped up out of nowhere.
I don't know where he gets these numbers.
Yeah.
What? That's what we got. We got almost 2 to 3 inches that day with that snow squall. What do you think we got?
Dusting.
I haven't gotten more than a dusting at my house.
Well, I don't understand
this
what's going on in
year.
that vortex you live in because you came over here and we have way more snow here and we're like maybe
Polar
3 miles
vortex.
away from each other. Polar vortex is
That
another
was my
one.
favorite one. I lost power for 3 days because of that polar vortex.
It's just all these little terms. Like I hate when they just go, "Oh, a snow band appeared up on Route 80 and it's heading this way." Like, well, why didn't we know about it? Well, why do you even have a job if you say you can predict 1 to 3 and you can't? And then if they say there's going to be snow, there's no snow, like you said on the Saturday. And then when they go, it's clear tomorrow, and everyone goes out, then it's like, oh shit, that's why there's accidents. Stop it. Just quit your jobs. I'd rather just not know. And radar doesn't work either because I've opened up radar and I'm like, oh, we're covered in blue and there's not a drop out there. And then I open it up and I'm like, it's snowing like crazy and there's nothing on the radar. Radar on every phone is a bogus bunch of bullshit.
It's probably punching in the wrong zip code.
Go ahead. You're number 3.
My number 3 is salt on the roads. Makes your car dirty. It makes
your clothes dirty.
Makes it rust out. Makes your clothes dirty.
Attracts deer.
I haven't noticed that one yet, but
It's true. That's why they're in the street. They eat the
Well,
salt.
remember yesterday you were at my house and there was 5 deer?
that was hilarious. I caught one on Ring hanging out on my front porch the other day.
He came over to help me jump the Honda because it was stalled again
Oh, boy.
because of the goddamn cold. And we're just standing out there in the yard, and there's like 5 or 6 deer just hanging out right by the basketball.
Standing there chewing the grass,
Just
looking at
watching.
You need to get one of those jump boxes like I have.
That's what I told him. I need to get one of those.
It's a lifesaver.
Or get a new battery in that stupid car. But anyway,
us. So, salt on the roads.
salt's annoying. All right, number 2.
Dry skin.
Okay.
Today I had an incident. This wasn't on my list until about 3 o'clock this afternoon.
All right.
I was changing Hope's diaper, and I closed the container for her baby wipes, and I just grazed the corner with the side of my thumb, and I bled like a stuck pig
Yep.
everywhere.
Look at these hands. Look at all these cuts.
Yeah,
Every
it's terrible.
look at this. It's just from everywhere. Just touching things.
Yeah.
Bleed.
My
bleed.
lips are all dried out. They were bleeding earlier today. It's horrible. Can't find any relief.
Yeah, I'll put so much lotion on my feet and hands at night. Then, like, I get in bed, and, like, 5 seconds later, I'm like, oh, I'm dry again.
Yeah.
Like, what happened?
Yeah, it's horrible.
So when we were going to get dinner before the show tonight, we get in the car, we're driving down the road, and I'm like, what kind of lotion you wearing?
It's a cocoa butter.
Oh, I use cocoa butter. This was like honey something.
I've been using cocoa
It's
butter.
like Sabre stuff. I also like when I lotion up my feet at night because they're so dry. And then I forget and go in the hallway to shut the kids' bathroom light off. And I fall and, like, wipe out because my feet are so slippery from the lotion on them.
God.
I've actually had to jump from carpet to carpet to try to get back to, like, the area so I don't fall.
Are you leaving it not rubbed in? Like,
Oh, you gotta put so much on because it just soaps it up. These dry-ass diabetic feet will sop up that so quick. All right, my number 2 is sickness.
Yeah.
I am so tired of sickness during winter. We have had everything this year. I mean, we have thrown up. We have had every shit and cold. I have no clue what the hell is wrong with my head. My head hurts. I get headaches, sinus pressure. It's just nasty. Now, when I go places, when I go to Walmart, I wipe down the entire damn cart with those towels. I'm like, you have to. Like, in church, we, like, did the sign of peace. And then I turn, I'm like, everyone give me your hands. It's like all the kids are there. And like Xander was like, that you can't. That's like rude. I was like, I don't give a shit. And I ain't getting. Everybody around me is sneezing and sniffling, and the girl before I hear the girl behind us go, "Mommy, my stomach doesn't feel good." I'm like, "Oh God, oh God!" And she's like shaking everyone's hand.
Down your
I was
back.
like, "Give me those hands. Let's put some sanitizer on there." I hate it.
I haven't ended up with anything yet, but Hope and Di have had everything that's come through. I think I've just had everything.
Little kids, you know, they go to daycare, they come home, it's everywhere.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you at a school that you haven't had more.
I think I'm immune to everything by now. I've been there
God,
so long.
so bad. It's just so bad. Hate it.
Number 2, rapidly changing temperatures.
Yeah.
I hate it when it's 61 one day, 25 the next day,
See,
back
I
to
love that
40
though.
the following
That
day.
ties into your sickness, though.
It does.
It
because
does. But I love when you
hate
get a
that.
61 day in January. I'm just like, I want to do everything that day. I'm just going to be outside. It's 61.
I hate it. Drives me crazy.
Yeah, the up and downs, though, is what
Kills
it
my
causes.
sinuses.
Yeah. Kills my asthma. We're just a mess.
Yeah, that's bad.
All right, number 1.
Big one.
Social media posts about winter.
You mean like
Podcasts about
podcasts?
Yes, podcasts. The dashboard picture of the thermometer. That it's minus 14. Haha. My favorite, the roller next to a pile of snow.
Yeah.
All the classic social media posts about winter.
How do you feel about wind chill versus the actual air temperature?
It's so annoying. I hate when people say it's 5 degrees out, but it feels like negative 11. Then it's negative 11
Yeah.
is what it is. No feels like or wind chill.
Well, no, what drives me nuts is when people say, "Oh, it was negative 20 here yesterday." No, it wasn't. It was negative 3, and then the wind chill maybe lowered the temperature. It was negative fucking 3. It was not negative 20.
I don't know. Whatever that wind's blowing on you as, and it feels like, that's what it is to me. You know, I don't like feels like and all these different terms. It gets back to weathermen.
Air temperature.
The real
Stuff.
feel.
You go by the air temperature.
We had an air quality alert today. What the hell does
saw
that mean?
Because
That's
basically,
pollution.
yeah, the way I understood it was today was a very low wind day. There was like the wind speeds were very, very low, so it wasn't able to stir up the pollution. So the pollution just settled down over us.
Okay. The air quality. All right, my number 1. You know what my number 1 is?
Snow.
Snow and freezing rain. Weather in general. Winter weather. I hate snow. I hate driving in snow, walking in snow, eating in snow,
He could
talking
do a
in
whole top 5 just about snow.
everything about snow. I hate
Yeah.
everything there is about snow. I don't like it one bit. People go, "Oh, it's so pretty out." Yeah, you know what else is pretty? Death. All the death that it's causing and dirtiness. Snow is dirty, ugly, yucky. It's gross. It ruins your landscaping. It ruins your house. It ruins your car. There's nothing nice about it. Nothing nice about it. Ice and everything on your car and all that shit, nothing good about it. Because what happens when you have snow? Then you have salt. You wouldn't need the salt if you didn't have the snow and the freezing rain. It would ruin your car. Everything about snow fucking sucks. Everything about it. Everything about it. People who get excited about winter, I want to kill them. When I see, I'm so excited, I hope we get 5 inches this weekend. Why? Do you want people to die? Is that why you want 5 inches of snow this weekend? So you can go skiing? Skiing should be outlawed and snowboarding and all that anyway. And burn down Seven Springs. Then you won't have to worry about snow. I hate snow. And everybody goes, well, you should just move. You live in the wrong area. I can't move. I'm tied to all these damn kids that live here. I can't go anywhere. If I could, I'd go to Arizona and never have to be around snow ever again. Because I hate it. And freezing rain's even worse.
Freezing rain's the worst.
That's even worse. I love when they really like to screw you and give you a touch of freezing rain, a little bit of snow, more freezing rain on top of it. Like they
See,
did
that
last
doesn't
time.
bother me so much. It's the freezing rain where you get a real good coating of ice, and then you put snow over top of it. And the temperature drops enough that it's that real fluffy snow,
Yeah.
so it makes it extra slippery.
Yeah, that's what I just said.
It doesn't have to have ice over top of it.
Well, sometimes they treat you even more with even more ice. Because what happens to when the temperature drops? That snow just freezes, and then it's just a sheet of ice everywhere, falling on your ass. I hate it. I hate having to go anywhere in it. We have to drive in it. It's miserable. I can't stand it. I hate snow.
I like the cold, though. The
Cold doesn't bother me.
I don't like the cold.
I'm always hot, so
Elsa.
cold doesn't bother me. But snow's the worst. Precipitation in general bothers me.
Yeah. I hear you there.
Go.
Number 1 for me is just gray, dreary skies for months. It just looks like shit out
Yeah.
all the time. So it kind of ties to your getting dark at 5:30.
Yeah.
It's just depressing.
It is.
All the time.
It's gloomy. It's ugly.
In this area of the country is really bad for that.
I have a vitamin D deficiency because of that.
You need to take vitamin D pills.
I've had people that like I know through work that like moved here from other parts, and it drives them nuts.
Yeah, people get like seasonal depressed,
Yeah,
especially January and February. They just get like,
and like if you look, Pittsburgh, the Pittsburgh area, Western Pennsylvania, has less sunny days per year than Seattle. That is like quote unquote known for being a rainy city, and Pittsburgh has less sunny days per year than Seattle.
Yep. All right. What was my honorable mention I said earlier?
I don't remember.
Can't remember now. It's just
It was so long
15
ago.
minutes ago. I couldn't remember it though.
I don't know.
Oh well. All right. Well, let us know what your miserable things
What you
are.
hate about winter.
And that's our.
If you like winter, don't bother to.
yeah, if you like winter, don't even talk to me. I don't even want to hear a response from you. I don't hear nothing. We're not friends no more. People who like winter. That should be it. That's a good honorable mention. People
There you
who
go.
like winter. I hate people who like winter. People who, when it's summer out, are like, "Oh, I can't wait till it's snowing." I'm like, "Shut your dirty mouth!" Like,
Move to Alaska.
It is July. Shut that mouth. Don't say that shit. Like, because I start getting anxiety around like September, like because I know it's coming. I'm like, these days aren't gonna be less than especially last summer. What did we get? A month of good weather, and that was
Not
it.
even. Maybe spread out throughout the entire summer.
Yeah. All right, there you go. Like, share, subscribe. Tell people about us, and thank you.
Later.